Today is September 21st. The Yankees have tied their third longest winning streak of the season, so let's talk some Yanks. The Yankees, the New York Yankees. Bronx Highlanders.
JOMBOY, Jake. Recaps galore, weekly awards, stat lines, steam and hot takes. Get your Yankees news from these two fine dudes. It's time for Talkin' Yanks. Talkin' Yanks with old JOMBOY, JOMBOY and Jake. Talkin' Yanks with old JOMBOY, JOMBOY and Jake.
Hello and welcome to Talkin' Yanks, brought to you by DraftKings. My name is Jimmy. His name is Jake. In the corner, we have producer BBD on the computer. Tell him all the programs you're using right now and machinery.
Well, we got the Roadcaster, soundboard, Wirecast to stream the platform, Wirecast desktop as well. Got a little keyboard thing, and then like the normal mouse keyboard.
Who makes that keyboard?
I believe it's called X Keys.
X Keys. Got cloud lifters. Got
Some
Shure
cloud
mics.
lifters. You got everything.
You got a timer in front of you.
Yeah, that was a personal purchase I made
Yeah.
a year ago that has paid dividends.
Nice. Jake, how are you doing? Tell them everything that you have.
James, BBD, everyone live in the chat. Happy opening day. Let's go Yanks, babe. I have my trusty laptop that has never turned on.
Just a brick.
It's just a prop.
It's a straight prop.
It's a paperweight.
It's flimsy.
And a baseball. You know, the only thing that's gotten me to this point. Throwing the old payload.
I got a blitz ball.
How are you, Jim?
Good. Good. Do you remember? It's that day. Everyone posts that. Everyone posts that video.
September.
And feels cool about it.
One of my friends posted his wedding anniversary, so you can have that.
Sure, do it. I'm just saying, like, everyone races to post it.
Yeah. I mean, May the 4th be with you. We're an online society.
What's the Mean Girls one?
It's October
3rd.
October 3rd.
When
Wait.
it's a Wednesday.
So that's coming up.
Yeah. Is it a Wednesday this
Is
year?
it
I
Glen
don't think
Coco
so.
Day? What do they refer to the Mean Girls one as?
think it's just Mean
They
Girls
just call it
Day,
Mean
right?
Girls Day. I don't think it's a Wednesday this year. It's a Sunday.
How are you doing? Your neck hurt?
Always constantly working on it. Constantly improving my body. That's why I use Magic Spoon.
Dude, I was watching Stanton in the outfield, or
Mm-hmm.
the camera was on him, and he was doing this funky stretch where he was, like, bending down and putting his elbows inside his knees, and you could see through his jersey all the stretching. And I got a little jealous of, like, all the stretches they know and the constant stretching they're doing. I'd love to learn more stretches. I've upped my stretch knowledge really, really bigly in the last 2 years.
Get in the yoga game, man.
I try. I hate it. I need the yoga without the spiritualness.
I think that's called stretching.
Yes. So I just need stretching. That's what I'm asking for.
Yes.
A stretching class. Don't ask me about my day. Don't tell me to, like, take it easy or, like, okay, everybody relax and let the bad energy subside and let the good energy come to the top. None of that. Just say, put your arm over that arm and pull for 8 seconds.
Bring all that my way.
Yeah.
That's the good stuff. That's life. That's love.
Efful is life backwards. So we have a big episode today. We have some guests. We do have a sharp stats. I guess we'll guess the lineup at the end. And that's everything, right? So enjoy. Stay tuned. It's brought to you by Magic Spoon.
Big guess.
This next guest is brought to you by Magic Spoon Cereal. I grew up loving cereal. I was a cereal lover. If I didn't like a food, my mom said I was not allowed to complain, but I could have a bowl of cereal and shut up about it. So I would eat a cereal a lot, man. I ate a lot of cereal growing up. Get off my back about it. Then I outgrew it because it was just candy. It was bad for you. And I felt guilty. Magic Spoon comes along. They say, we got you a guilt-free cereal. We got you healthy cereal. 0 grams of sugar, 13 grams of protein, 4 net grams of carbs in each serving, which is important right now. Because me and Katie are doing not a lot of carbs because she's pregnant, and that's what they told her. And I said I'd do it with her. So when we're in the same place, I do that. Only 104 calories a serving. It's gluten-free, grain-free, soy-free, and low-carb, and you can build your own box, make your own flavors. You got to go to magicspoon.com/Yanks. You grab a custom bundle of cereal, try it today, and be sure to use our promo code Yanks at checkout to save $5 off your order. They're so confident their product is backed with 100% happiness guarantee, so if you don't like it for any reason, they'll refund your money, no questions asked. Remember, get your next delicious bowl of guilt-free cereal at magicspoon.com/Yanks and use code Yanks to save $5 off. Magic Spoon.
We love Magic Spoon.
Yeah,
That's what I try to tell the people.
I've been eating another. We use another service that makes like they send us the meals, free ads because I want to advertise for them, but they don't. I haven't responded. I don't think. Then they give us the meals and we make them, and I feel like they've been getting lighter with their portions.
Yeah, that's always the problem with those. You hit a tipping point where it's like, this ain't enough.
Yes, and so I've been doing like Magic Spoon dessert just to like hit that, find that like I don't want to be hungry tonight.
Samuel Hogg says you need yoga for runners. They take out all the funny business.
I can't run though. Don't have the body for it.
You don't have to run.
What's he mean then?
Yoga for runners. It's stretching. So you don't have to run.
Okay.
It's exactly what you just asked for.
Why? How does runners get involved?
Because they need to
It's
stretch.
designed for runners. They do some yoga, and then they go run. You don't have to do the going and running part.
That's
after.
their yogurt.
Okay, cool.
So
Just teach me some.
thank you, Sam.
One time, thanks,
What would
Sam.
it say?
Thanks, Mr. Hogg. One time, I went to get a massage because my back was crumbling, and they taught me a couple stretches that I still do every day. Now, this is a huge one for me because I'm so scrunched up at the
Sorry for the podcast
keyboard.
only.
It's palms to the air,
Vertical.
straight up. That's big for the area that gets because I get so like this,
Good
and then
stretch.
door frame this one. All right, you ready for our first guest?
I think so. They are pissed off.
Yeah, we're just trying to get the temperature of some people on, do they have any faith? So, here we go.
Hello.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, James.
Do you have any faith in the Yankees the rest of the way?
No.
Oh,
Sorry.
Just a reminder, we are live, so, I know everyone calls you Susie Sailor, so if you could just keep...
They're going to win a few games, get us excited, and then they don't have it. They just don't have the heart, and they're not going to do it. And I can't. You there?
yeah.
Yeah.
Are you there?
Yeah. Did you hear me?
They can't what? You cut off after they can't what?
Oh, wait a minute, because I think they don't have the heart. They're just not going to do it.
Is there any players you don't want to see back next year?
Well, Dad's really been down on Glaber. I'd like to give him a little more, but I love that Will Velasquez guy, so I still like Urshela. I don't know. Stanton, I don't know, Jim.
Okay.
There's not many.
What about
They got
what
problems.
about Cole? Do you have problems with Cole?
Well, only because he was supposed to be this great savior, and he's been floundering a little bit, but I think maybe after he gets the winter and really gets going now without using the sticky stuff, maybe he'll get it together next year. So, yeah, we'll go for Cole.
Okay.
I really like Nestor.
Yes. Because you imagine that Nestor's from the Bronx, even though he's not.
No, because he just looks like this kind of guy that just really is enjoying it and doing his best and giving it his all. I kind of like that.
Who on the team reminds you the most of your son?
No. No, that.
Dono?
Jimmy's really special. Nobody
Sure
can
is.
really compare to him.
But for me, it's Nestor.
Nestor?
Or Tyler Wade.
Well, yeah, I see Tyler Wade and I see you. It's just the same thing.
Okay.
I like this
are you,
caller.
Are you going to watch tonight?
I watch until like they're really losing, and then I get really frustrated and I switch off, and then sometimes I come back. But they like Saturday, Sunday was really upsetting.
The chat wants to ask about Heaney. Do you like Heaney?
Guys.
No, I went to see Heaney the first day he pitched,
Yeah.
and they lost like 8-0.
Yes. He ruined our day.
And yeah, he ruined our day. Then they went on a 13-game winning streak, which got us all excited. And what have they done then? No, Heaney, sorry, maybe a very nice man, but he has to go.
And his haircut's bad, right?
Yeah, I don't really look at him anymore. Yes.
Tough.
Whoa.
All right, thanks, Mom.
Wait, I got.
Oh, Jake has one more.
If you could like snap your fingers and change something about the Yankees, would it be better defense? Would it be like contact hitting? What
No,
would
they
it
have
be?
to hit. They don't hit.
Okay.
Yes.
They
Okay.
have to have more offense. You can accept error every now and then if they come back and then do something.
Yes.
But
heart.
they don't.
No heart.
No heart.
No heart. They let it. I don't know. Maybe think they're all too good individually and they're not a team. I don't know what their problem is, but they got to figure out something.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Mom. Love you.
All right, bye. Love you too. Bye,
Love you.
Jake.
Love you.
No heart, man.
Man,
They need Coach McGinty.
hearing your mom say they got no heart.
Man. Yeah, that's what do you need? What do you need to come back and win, Coach McGinty?
Miles and miles of heart.
Absent.
Absent.
Born heartless.
I
Be a tough way to be born.
I didn't tell you guys this. Thanks to that caller.
Yeah. That's good stuff.
Is that your? Who was that?
She goes by Mom.
My mum.
Mom.
Do you know that joke? That's another deep cut Scrubs reference. The episode's about how JD always kind of just blows it with girls.
Mm.
And he's about to hook up with a girl and he tells her, "You smell like my mom." And then she runs out. And then the next day he saves it with, "I was saying you smell like my mum. It's a flower." That's a really good joke. I have something I haven't shared with you yet.
Oh, I love when you share new things with me.
You know, and I don't want to blow up this guy's spot too much. I have a friend in my life. This is getting weird. There's a guy I know who works for the Yankees.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to blow up his spot or anything. We just had a very brief run in this morning. And I very much, I think I've talked about it on here before, but you know, I respect the boundaries there. He knows what I'm about. I know what he's about. So yeah, we saw each other and, I think it was kind of funny. We both looked a little worn out. He's not a big time beard guy. He kind of had the beard in, and so, you know, we're signing
Don't
each other.
say that publicly. I don't think he's allowed to have that.
I think it's just he's gone an extra day or two.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Andy Pettit on the mound stubble.
Yeah. Cole had it the other day. Cole had it pretty big.
Did you hear he
Is
dropped
that a seagull?
Did you hear he dropped another like the stakes are high quote in his post game?
Yeah.
So the stakes are definitely high.
I enjoy that. Always
Stakes, they're high. I enjoy them.
Dude, Buck Showalter called Nestor Cortez on the post game show. Lost it. Hilarious.
Cortez.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
John Sterling every time calls him Nelson Cortez.
Yeah, if you get something like that
Yeah.
stuck in your head,
That's it.
like,
Those guys have
dude,
seen a lot of life.
I tried to. Sorry, keep going.
So, we do a little, "Hey, how are you?" And then, you know, I give him a little, you know, "How we doing?" He's like, "I'm doing, man." You know, we both know we're in it. And I was like, "Hey, you know, win yesterday. Just got to keep winning." He's like, "Yeah, you know, after the win, he's like, we had a group of guys just huddled around watching Blue Jays Tampa, so they are in it. They know what's going on." And yeah, he's like, it's going to be a huge series in Boston. And it really is, man. I mean, whoever wins 2 out of 3 of that series is going to be feeling pretty good. The other team will be feeling god awful. So that's something to kind of look forward to. And then he asked, he's like, "If there's a game, are you guys going?" And I was like, we kind of got to stream. Like, those are big for us. So if you're one of those people that's kind of lost in Yankee land, root for them because they're the Yankees, and then root for them because you'll get a live stream out of us. So that'll be good. But yeah, he was.
We're talking about Boston or wild
He was
card?
feeling it. Wild card.
Oh yeah.
He was definitely feeling the pressure a little bit. So
What's
gave him some bones.
Ah, shit, I can't.
Said,
show
"Let's
that on
go."
air.
Yeah.
Can you text me his role again?
Yeah.
Okay. So they're feeling it. That's good.
Yeah. Oh, and the other part, I was like,
I want to be honest with the people after you say this.
so I asked him, what this was the closest I come with him to overstepping my boundaries. I told him, I was like, the streakiness must be driving you guys fucking insane. And he's like, oh, yeah. So, because that's something that's tough to factor as a team just looking really good for a couple stretches and then looking as bad as they have.
Yeah.
Isn't that the new thing circling the internet, that they've been the worst team in the AL since
the end of
the 13-game win streak?
Yeah,
going
they're
into
last
yesterday.
place in the AL, not like the AL East.
That's nuts, man.
Same record as the Orioles since the Yankees.
That's
13-game
nuts,
win streak
dude.
ended. Going into yesterday, I don't know what shift to do.
Yeah. Bad stuff.
But them and the Orioles were both 7-15 since that date. I have one more Sterling thing,
Ooh.
if you don't mind.
And then we'll
Well,
get to our real.
Well, I have
guest.
two other things I'm saying.
Okay.
There's two more things.
We're
but
sitting on things, and we'll get to our.
that like swinging
guest.
bunt against Joely yesterday. I don't know if you saw. I tweeted it. Didn't get a lot of love on the Sterling Calls account, but it
I
got
like
a lot
that.
of love from
Yeah.
me. He just goes, "What are you gonna do, huh?" I mean, that's how life is, and that's
Yeah.
how baseball is.
Did you tweet that?
Yeah, it's on there.
You can. I would.
I'll play
It's
it.
worth.
Like,
BBD,
that was,
I like that.
That
one.
was for us.
Yes. It's like the epitome of John Sterling. A tapper back to the pitcher that's just in that death area that you can't really make a play on.
Too low. A little dribble at third base side of the mound. Rodriguez fields, no play. What are you going to do? I mean, that's how life is. And that's how baseball is. As a dribbler, third base side of the mound, he couldn't have placed the ball any better if he rolled it with his hand. So Joely's now going to have to get out a right-hand hitter with the tying run at second and the go-ahead run.
The drop from like his calling the play, dribbler, and then you hear Susan Waldman just go, huh,
Yeah.
and then he goes back down to like her level of talking. What are you gonna do?
No play. What are you going to do? I mean, that's how life is. And that's how baseball is. As a dribbler.
I want just that. That's how life is. And that's how baseball is. It's so poignant.
Makes a lot of sense if you know.
Sitting on two things.
You're sitting on two things.
The sentence that Buck Showalter said when he said Nestor Cortez in the postgame, I wanted to commit to memory and drop it like we do his thank yous because it was funny.
Always.
And now I'm mad that I forget about it.
Okay.
And the second thing that I wanted to say was I want to be honest with the people.
Sure.
I wasn't.
Huge.
I had been scoreboard watching. The Yankees broke me to a point of like I'm kind of broken.
Right.
I didn't watch the scoreboard yesterday.
Yeah.
I saw people tweeting about it, and I let that tell me.
Right.
And then I had to like check with you, like, so wait, where are they in the standings? Because I'm kind of like tapped out. But when Nestor, the first two runners got on, and then Nestor struck out the next three, when he struck out that third in the first inning, I let out my biggest cheer I've let out in a really long time. And I think it was more for Nestor than the Yankees because he's been so good that if he just like straight stumbled the day Sevy's back on the roster and like things are changing. So when he got the 3 strikeouts, I was like, Katie was like, what? And I was like, he got out of it. And I was surprised that I had that much in me for that.
I think it's obviously the attachment to Nestor, and it's just, you can start to unplug, but if the Yankees were down 2-0 again instantly, like that game's over. Like it's such a good team trait. I talk about it across sports a lot. It's like, Kansas City Chiefs, Golden State Warriors. The new age of baseball is, or any sport, is not being out of the game because sports have gotten so offensive that, that's why the Padres were so cool last year. Slam Diego. When they were down 5, like, a Padres game never felt over. This Yankees team, I've never seen a team more dependent on having an early lead.
An early lead, yeah.
Because they can't score. It's like your mother said, they don't hit.
Yeah, no heart.
No heart. No heart, no hit. It's like a Tony Braxton song.
And you've always been a fan.
Speaking of.
Well, we have.
You might as well win some fucking money.
Oh, I forgot to make bets again,
You're so
dude.
dumb.
Well-
You're gonna be back in Jersey before the game.
Yeah, but I don't like that. For some reason, I place my bets in the morning.
You want to get it out of the way.
Yeah. I'm busy. I get home, I'm busy. It's like in the morning when I'm eating my cereal, I place my bets. I use DraftKings.
You like to be methodical with it.
Have you seen I'm on a heater?
I haven't seen. Oh, you 6 in a row on the bet of the day?
It's been a week without a loss. I think it might be 4-0, but we're
A
hot.
couple pushes?
Well, don't do it on the weekend. So
Oh,
it
okay.
just makes it sound better.
What was
when
your
you
bet of
say
the
a
day
week.
yesterday?
Braves -1.5. They were playing the Snakes. Braves needed to win. Snakes couldn't care less. Dude. Kind of actively trying. There's free money on DraftKings.
Yeah,
We've been trying to give it to you guys.
bet responsibly. For sure.
Yes.
DraftKings Sportsbook app now. You bet $1 on a football game. They give you $200 of free credits. You can use those to have some fun. I mean, no unit shaming here.
No.
If your unit is $1,
Yeah.
just do it because it's fun. They also have all these free pools every day, which I kind of
Bro.
like. One time I bet on the weather, which is fun.
Yeah.
I did the weather pool. It was like, will it be over under 75 in San Francisco? And I was like, over.
It sounds kind of dumb, but they do it so well. Like they have every day they have like an odds boost best, and you're like, oh, okay, that looks fun. Or they mix in like free money stuff. I mean, so like this deal is obviously like bet $1 you get 200. That's pretty good. But then they keep deals like those rolling throughout the year. So DraftKings, man.
If I was to take the innings, the bet I like in the props or the
Okay.
innings,
Here it is.
the two bets I like right now are
Right now.
will a team score in the first inning? I'd say no. It's even money basically every time. I'd say no for the Yankees game tonight if I did this in the morning. But I actually don't feel that conviction in there. And then they got like fun, stupid things like that. So yeah, go to DraftKings, have some fun. Who are the pitchers there? Are there any bad pitchers? Connor Green for the Orioles. Do they have the Orioles bet?
Who's that?
If you live in New Jersey, let me see if they have it. Player props.
Indiana, PA.
PA, and you have the DraftKings app, or you don't.
Or you're just visiting there.
Oh, dude, they don't even have it for this guy. Sometimes
Yeah, if you're
they
bad,
can't.
bad.
sometimes pitchers are so bad they don't have the bet we like.
I'll give him my winner quick.
Oh, dude, we got Woodford versus Woodruff tonight
That's huge.
in the NL
Show me
Central.
your Woody.
Oh, dude, Alec Mills versus Gritchen.
Packy Naughton tonight.
Oh,
Notice
what about Weaver? Braves will hit a home run off Weaver and the Braves will win. Do you like that tonight?
That's not bad. That's not bad at all.
Home
let's
run.
see. Actually, there's not a great one today. Oh, I think I found it.
Luke Weaver will give up a home run and Diamondbacks will lose. You can do that.
I would do Griffin Jacks. Give up a home run, Twins to lose.
But they're not playing anyone great.
They're playing the Cubs, but the Cubs have been playing like an okay brand of baseball.
They're not an automatic win anymore.
Okay. That's who I thought. You texted me the guy's role.
Yeah.
That's who I thought. So if he's reading your stuff. My mom said, did I do okay?
Tell her she did great.
Killed it.
I think you got to read the last part.
Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use promo code JOMBOY to receive $100 and $50. $150 in free credit. So I lied earlier when I said 200.
Oops.
Sorry, DraftKings. I got ahead of myself. Don't beat me up. Receive $150 in free bets when you place a $1 bet on any football game. That's promo code JOHNBOY this week at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sportsbook betting partner of the NFL. Must be 21 or older, New Jersey, Indiana, or PA. Only new customers, only minimum $5 deposit, $1 wager required, one per customer. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER in Indiana, 1-800-9 with it. All right, it's 12:47, right about the time we told the big surprise guest that we would be calling.
BBD, can you hit the Bassin button quick? Bassin. This is devastating news. I was just tweeted at by Dakota Jackson. Davy Garcia just got a new puppy. It's named Jake.
That's. Hey, what? Because Jake is like a common American dog name. But Davy Garcia, was he from DR?
I think so.
Yes.
So, Davey, listener to Talkin' Yanks. That's huge.
That's hilarious. Does it look like you?
It looks just like me, dude. All right, let's get the guest in here.
Man, that sucks.
That's something that could be here for a while.
Dude, this website
Yeah.
says popular dog names in the Dominican Republic as voted on by people. Catdognames.com.
Yeah.
It says that the
Good
most
site.
popular dog name for a female dog in the Dominican Republic is No.
No.
N-O.
How about that?
Next up is Princessa. Jake doesn't top the charts, man.
Hey, Jake?
Mom?
Well, it's not your mom. It's Jim. I'm looking for your mom. Oh, there she is.
I'm looking for her too.
I'm closer. Yeah, well, she's out looking at the swing set. She's trying to rig up a swing for Emmett. Hold on.
Okay.
It's Jake.
Hi, honey.
Hi, Mom. You're live on Talkin' Yanks.
I am.
Yeah.
I hope you're kidding.
I am not kidding.
Okay, what's up? You got a question for me?
We're questioning the Yanks. I wanted to know where you're at.
Well, I think Aaron Boone's career is over there.
Wow.
What do you think?
I don't know. It's tough. They gotta either kick it in gear. I think you might be right.
Bring Bernie back.
That's what people.
Bernie manage them. They'll be all laid back and no nerves, and they'll go out there and chill and hit.
We'll make shirts that say "Burning Man" and we'll have it say "Bernie."
Yeah.
What are you up to right now?
I'm in the backyard. Sun's out. I'm on my lunch break. I got like 6 more days after today.
My mom's retiring soon.
Yeah.
October 1. Yeah, baby.
Yeah. So yeah, officially I am on my lunch break right now.
Okay.
Just for the powers that be.
What
We're on the clock.
We're working right now.
What's the baby countdown?
Oh,
How's Katie doing?
it's getting closer and closer. Every time people see us, they think it's going to come any second. But I think we're 3 weeks out, 4 weeks.
All right.
I've never been a numbers
All right.
guy.
Got any feelings? It's a boy, it's a girl?
All the wives' tales lead boy, but
Oh.
I don't really believe in those. But
All right.
my dad, a lot of my family just refer to it as her, and that kind of bothers me. So I'm almost rooting for a boy because I think they're being,
Yeah.
I don't know what they're being, but I don't know.
Well,
I have no
Renee
idea.
had a name picked out and everything for a girl, and we were kind of stunned when it was a boy. So there's that.
Who are you talking about?
Renee, she had a girl's name all picked out. We were thinking girl, girl, girl.
Oh,
And
I
then
gotta
we
tell
were
about you.
surprised, and it was a boy.
And how'd you land on the name Jake?
Well, Daddy got to decide the boys' names, and I got the final say on the girls' names. And for you, he had it down between Jake and Zach, and I was like, no, I'm not doing Zach. And Auntie Ro said it sounded like a potato farmer. She didn't like it at first, but she was like, oh, it's perfect for him.
There's a Yankees pitcher. I don't know if you remember Davey. He just got a dog and he named it Jake.
Oh, great.
Yeah, it's big for us.
Well, I don't know.
Who's your favorite Yankee right now?
Right now?
Yeah,
You, baby. You're my favorite Yankee.
that's right. Hell yes.
Hell yeah.
Hell yes. All right. I'll Hey, I gotta call you later because I think we're coming through Connecticut in a weekend or two.
Perfect.
All right. Love you, Mama.
All right, honey. Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Calling for Boone's job.
I mean, she was reading the tea leaves a little bit.
That was tough.
She didn't call for it. She just seems like.
I agree with her. My brother Luke. I got to name him.
Yeah.
And it was between Luke or Zach. I went with Luke.
Yeah. That's now she brings up something interesting with the Bernie angle.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's
she
the
wants
Yankees.
them even more laid
Yeah, that's the Yankees taking it another step.
She wants them all she just wants a team full of Manny Ramirez, Bernie Williams. What's the all aloof team?
That one in
all talent, no care.
The all aloof squad. I'm sure we could get
just
there.
Bernie and Manny.
Yeah. I mean, if Bernie becomes the manager, we're getting into a dangerous world
Greinke.
of
Greinke.
Greinke's
a starting pitcher.
We're getting into a dangerous world of, it's not who's in the lineup. It's like, who's here? Who came to the game today?
Rendon.
So
we have Bernie and Manny in the outfield. We have Rendon at third. Greinke's pitching.
Who's a shortstop that doesn't care? That's tough. That's a big care.
Yeah, it's
position.
a big care position.
First base should be easy.
All aloof team. Glaber cares too much. I think it's his problem. He could use a little Rendon in his game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tweeted us your all don't care team. Cano's up there. Cano kind of cared.
It's a little different vibe.
His emotion didn't care on the field.
Yeah.
I think Didi cared a lot, but just plays a very.
He's just cool.
He's cool.
He works hard and stuff.
It's different. That might be the best you can do at the shortstop position.
Bernie left his kids at the stadium a bunch of times.
Bernie took a lot
how he
of
lives
naps.
his life.
Whoops.
He would
Mo
sleep.
took a lot of naps.
Nelson Cruz is the DH.
Oh yeah.
He did something
King Purple.
He sleeps.
He sleeps.
Yeah.
Just sleeps. King Perp.
King Purple. It's a great name. All right. Are we bringing anyone else in?
We got the main
Sharp Stats?
Let's do Sharp Stats.
Sounds like Sharp Stats is a blast.
And then I'll leave it up to you and we'll tease the guests. I think we should either call Passon or K blind.
I can't call K blind. He's doing his radio show.
It's more hilarious.
Hey guys, it's the Queen of Stats calling in on Monday night after yet another tense, close win by the Yankees. Yes, it's the first time that they did come back from a deficit of more than 3 runs. So it was a milestone win, but again, a very, very close win for the Yankees. And that's kind of what I want to describe today and to put into perspective just how stressful the Yankees season has been.
Is this the old one? Damn it, Jimmy. Well, you know what? I download them when you email them to me.
Damn.
And then I drag them to my desktop, but I didn't drag this one to the desktop, and I didn't delete last week's. Here's the new Sharp Stats.
Hey guys, Queen of Stats, back again. And this week, I just want to talk about how pathetic the Yankees' home performance has been on offense this year. So looking at their batting statistics at home and how much of an anomaly it really has been this season. So there's 2 ways to look at this. And I'm using OPS and I'm using OPS plus, which is basically it sets 100 at the average, and then anything below 100 is below average. Anything above 100 is above average. So there's 2 ways to look at this. You can look at the OPS, the Yankees' OPS at home relative to their overall OPS, so that's their team OPS, and then you can look at the Yankees' OPS at home relative to every other team's OPS at home this season. So the Yankees are actually below average in both of those categories this year. So relative to themselves, they are below average at home, and then relative to every other team, they are below average at home in OPS. And since the Yankees did their renovations to Yankee Stadium in the mid-70s, which essentially made it a batter's hitter-friendly ballpark, the Yankees have never been below average in both of those categories. So what we are looking at right here is pretty much an anomaly for any Yankees team in recent memory since Yankee Stadium became essentially Yankee Stadium. And then one more thing I looked at is the worst OPS relative to the rest of the league. So that's the split OPS plus for any Yankee team to make the playoffs. Right now, the Yankees are at a 96, so that's 4% worse than the entire league. And the Yankees have never made the playoffs hitting that bad at home relative to everyone else in the rest of MLB. So just a couple nuggets for you guys to chew on, and I'll talk to you next week.
I was looking at this the other day. Like Judge's home road splits are bad, and a lot of them are not good. And I have a theory that I didn't pour any data into, but it's my theory.
Sure.
The balls dejuiced like officially? But if the balls are officially dejuiced, they all just aim for the porch. That was what they built it around. They built the team around righties that let the ball get deep and shoot the porch. Judge, Voit, Stanton's strong enough to do it no matter what, and he does it differently. Glaber started hitting like that. Gio was hitting like that when he was like, just tossing them that way. And now those balls don't just super bounce over the porch anymore. They're just flyouts. We've seen a lot of flyouts at the track.
It's like DJ's party trick. Yeah, I got conspiracy theories. Like, I think, like, the Yankees at home, like, their punishment is dejuice balls or something.
You think the MLB dejuices the balls when they're at home?
Yankees at home, they get the bad balls.
Why would they do that? I wouldn't be in the interest
Just
of
to punish them. Like, they did cheat at some point, and MLB tried to bury it, and this is their real punishment.
That's deep.
That's deep. I've got one Jakey split. Thank you, Katie. Yeah, it's so weird. Your mom had it. I mean, my mom was kind of taking a different route with the Bernie thing, but I think, accurate as well. This team doesn't hit. It's nuts.
Yeah.
It's nuts. I mean, and we've kind of been doing this all year, but man, like, the pitching staff really deserves a lot of love, man. They have been really good this year. Matt Blake, the guys who have stepped up. Garrett's season on the whole. But yeah, and I mean Chapman being out of sorts lately. I was laughing going back to May when Chapman had been so good this year. And we were talking about how like things didn't feel right with this team, but like having Chapman back there and Johnny was doing his thing, it was like, okay, the Yankees bullpen is their strength. Other stuff's going to figure itself out. Then the bullpen got worn out and lost, and it was like, oh, my God, this is a mess. So I know Chapman, you can start butter knifing his butters. Oh, my God.
Can I get some juice?
Yeah, I can juice you up. Jim, one of my favorite stats, and this gets away from the home-away stuff a little bit. Something I stumbled into because it's just like an odd baseball reference stat the first time you find it, but it's players' numbers in wins and losses. And there's one, almost every Yankee, like Judge, Stan, in wins, their numbers are really good. It's like a 1.1 OPS. In losses, it's like a 600. For Judge, I think it's 700. There's like a 300, 400-point variance.
Yeah.
There's one Yankee who's reverse.
Interesting. No way. Is there really?
This may blow your mind.
They're better in losses than they are in wins?
Yes. And it's not a small sample size.
That's almost unheard of.
Because
usually those numbers
it just makes sense.
And usually it's a landslide.
Yes. In wins this year, DJ LeMahieu, 263 batting average, 340 on base, a 683 OPS. In losses, 279, 364, 761 OPS. His OPS is like 80 points higher in losses this year.
I'd love for that to be compared across the league, because I do believe that's a big anomaly.
For that stat.
And
so
for
like just logically.
DJ is better. When DJ plays better, they lose? Or he's better in losses?
Yes. Or hey, how about this, James? We can even...
How about this one, James?
We can compare DJ to DJ in 2019. where he's obviously a different ball player. But I'm going in blind right now, and I'm assuming, in wins, DJ LeMahieu had a 978 OPS. In losses, he had a 741 in 2019. So I don't know, man.
I mean, we can compare a little bit to the league average in that page, assuming I'm understanding this stat right, because I never looked at it before. But it has SOPS plus there, which, according to the mouse over, says that's like
OPS plus or something.
That's like OPS plus for this split across the league.
Yeah, this season, league-wise. So just for the park, just for the season.
Mm-hmm. So his numbers and wins, it's a 66 OPS plus for that split for the league. And in the losses, it's 153 OPS plus for that split. So compared to the league, how those stats usually go. So very much outliers on both
So that
ends.
could be your spin on DJ LeMahieu in losses. He's 50% better than the league.
He's better than 50% of the league.
That's huge.
And he's 53% better than league average in games the Yankees lose.
That's awesome.
I think Rizzo's got the same numbers.
Rizzo's
got a 669 OPS in wins and a 922 in losses.
The hell is that?
At least
it's
OPS plus.
So when
SOPS
Rizzo
plus
and DJ have good games, the Yankees
Yeah.
lose.
I mean, does he at least have a small split? Because DJ's played the most games of any Yankees. this
60
year.
plate appearances in losses and 97 in wins. Bizarre, huh?
Yeah, a little bit. On the year, Rizzo's are normal.
But as a Yankee.
As a Yankee.
Who do you think's hit the most home runs on the Yankees?
Home runs on the Yankees.
Home on the range.
Stanton?
He's tied for first with two other guys.
With Gary Sanchez.
Yeah.
And I'd assume Judgy, I guess. Yeah.
Those three are tied. Odor has the fourth most home runs on the team.
Yeah. Dude, his playing time.
Done.
Gone.
Dunzo.
Doesn't have a role.
Yeah, you're not going to pinch hit him. You're not going to defensive replacement him. He's literally a cheerleader. But he's free.
It's free. River Rat Blues got me good with, they said something like with how little Odor's been playing and the fact the Yankees aren't paying him, that it's basically money laundering, that position on the team.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is.
Like, in a literal way, yes.
Just cleaning the Rangers' money for him.
Golly. Are we going to guess that damn lineup today?
Don't care. Yeah. Dude, you kind of got me. Shut up, Jake. I'm a little mad at you. I'm a little mad at Jake. Brought to you by Manscaped.
Okay.
Attention gamblers of all shapes and sizes.
That's us.
We're similar shapes. Our friends at Manscaped have a can't-miss bet for you today. The leaders in male grooming just launched their 4th-generation performance package. Do you think that your dad's grandpa was trimming his pubes?
You know he wasn't.
I think he's braiding them.
No, that takes effort, too.
He's bored in later years. The leaders in the betting odds are in your favor when you use the Lawnmower 4.0 on your balls. Across the board, this package to get you in the mood. This is the package to get you in the mood for whatever your gambling heart desires. Ready to take the leap to male grooming royalty? With Nelson Cruz? 2 million men already have. Join the Manscaped movement by going to manscaped.com for 20% off plus free shipping with the code YANKS. They got the Lawnmower 4.0. It's their 4th-generation trimmer. Features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to their advanced skin-safe technology. Also gives you the ability to turn 400K LED spotlight on when needed for the most precise shave. It's also waterproof, so you can do it in the shower. Have a lot of fun. Get 20% off plus free shipping with code YANKS at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping with code YANKS at manscaped.com. Fellas, don't gamble on shaving your balls with the wrong tools. Choose Manscaped. Sometimes I think I get like they like to throw me for a loop. And Ron Burgundy me. Look at the two yellow codes at the bottom.
That's Jersey Ron Burgundy.
To be fair, that could I don't know what the process is there. That could be on our end.
Well, yeah, I didn't. I was not. Yes, good correction, because I was not saying Manscaped does. I was saying our sales team does, or whoever.
Get Manscaped.
I overcame it.
I do it before the shower. Bzz, bzz, bzz.
Well, you can clean yourself off in there. I need to shave soon. I also need to get a haircut.
Huge.
I wanted to get a haircut. They were closed.
Are you still mad at me?
Yes, I am.
Damn it. I thought it seemed like it passed.
I am.
It really seemed like it passed.
And this is the fucked up thing about the sport of baseball. That's life. That's baseball. I need that quote immediately.
Are you about to say it? Are you about to say it into the microphone?
No, because they lose tonight and it's over. But your talk with your friend at your apartment about the Boston series, I've been numb. If they're one game behind Boston going into the series at the stadium, and who's the pitching they have lined up? We went over this. It's
Nestor, Cole, Monty, I believe. 3 guys you like.
And I'm guessing Boston has Sale, Evaldi, Pivetta lined up.
I think we missed one of them.
Right now on ESPN it says Cole, blank space, in theory is JMO.
That's right. That's the rumored JMO return.
Or maybe,
we still
maybe if Domingo's activated today, which I think he's supposed to be.
What if they go JMO? What if they go JMO, Domingo, Sevy Day?
We're missing Sale.
We miss Sale.
We are.
Yeah.
For that series.
Soft.
Pivetta, Evaldi, Erod.
So it's got to happen. But if they go into that series and they're only one game back, which they are right now, right?
No.
You lied to me?
I lied to you earlier. They are, I think they're 2 games back of Boston.
Well, okay, great. That's now I am back.
Now you're out.
I am where I want to be.
Okay.
If they were to be at one, if they're 2 games back, my hopes are still not up.
Right.
If they're 1 game back, my hopes are so high that your kiss might kill me. So won't you kill me? So I die happy.
I went comfy mode again, BBD.
Emo music, emo lyrics are bizarre.
Zach.
They all they're half game back of Toronto at this moment, and they do play Toronto right after that, so you can play that game a bit with.
I have Toronto winning the wild card.
But if they're game back going into that series,
I have the Yankees losing to Toronto in that series.
The Yankees are going to have 2 back-to-back series that are imported.
Who do the Red Sox play after they play the Yankees?
Red Sox schedule.
Baltimore Nationals. Both on the road, but Baltimore the Nationals.
Back to no hope.
Okay.
back to hopeless. Hope for the hopeless. Brett Dennen.
Check on the Blue Jays while we're here.
Are they playing or their schedule?
Their schedule after
they're playing
they play
the Rays right now.
After their series with the Yankees to end the season, they get 3 against the Orioles, and they play 4 against the Twins right before the Yankees.
Orioles and Twins for the.
They play the Rays right now, though.
So the Yankees played the Red Sox, the Blue Jays, and the Rays.
Red Sox, Blue Jays, Rays to finish the year.
And
all 3 other teams get easy series, including the Yankees. They're an easy series for them
Mm-hmm.
this year. So.
Okay, great. My hopes were starting to exist a tiny bit, and I'm back to.
You let it go to 1%.
I'm back to.
We're Yankees and Orioles fans the rest of the way.
Always been an Orioles fan. The Birds. I'm starting to
pretty
hate
bird.
I'm starting to hate Cardinals.
They're a pretty bird, really.
Yeah, Cardinals drag cats around. That's what I found out in my house. Cardinal would be on the fence. My voice.
What's happening to you?
My voice is gone. Alexa, subscribe to this podcast. There's a cardinal that flew around my neighborhood, and there was always a cat chasing it. That sucked. So if Cardinals are dragging cats around, I'm out on Cardinals.
I don't think the phrase Cardinals are dragging cats around is appropriate.
Cats.
And I hate to be adamant about something like that.
If I Google cats and Cardinals,
Go on.
Let's see if it was just my neighborhood. Dude, there was these two cardinals, and my neighbor told me cardinals would fly around, and then the neighborhood cat would just be chasing it all over. And they knew that they were doing it.
Sure.
When you Google it, nothing happens.
I'll give birds this, man. A pretty bird. Like, you see a pretty blue jay, and you're like, wow. Like, that color is just on an animal? It's beautiful. Same goes with cardinals, as long as they're not dragging cats around.
Do you remember?
You were talking about the cardinal-cat relationship like it was the friend your mom doesn't like. You're dragging that kid around?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's true that cats chase cardinals, I don't like cardinals.
I think cats chase birds. I think that's like an old
but maybe cardinals are a
wives' tale.
So yeah, I don't like cardinals, I guess. Pretty birds are pretty, but then you get close and you remember they're gross.
Jake Storielli.
The Jake Storielli story.
Tonight, the Texas Rangers are pitching another young blood, right? Dane Dunning, righty.
Dude, this website I'm on says that cats kill 1 billion birds annually. That can't be right, man.
Cats kill 1 billion. I mean, that counts like wild cats, right? Like, I think birds are a part of their diet.
The wild cats and all the birds are wild that are getting killed by cats.
Oh, not all.
Not all, but
Not
the
all.
vast majority are not domestic birds.
That can't be a real number. Holy shit. I just Googled how many birds do cats kill a year, and the Google result says 2.4 billion.
Just
So
went
does
up.
1 billion.
It went up. It doubled.
The number
That makes
just
more
went up.
sense.
Cats are killing birds.
Every time you start asking questions, that number doubles.
Dude, that's nuts. One time we got my pool got put in my backyard, and it was like a Connecticut's like forest swampland, and then they dug a pool. And the guy who was part of the pool guy, this is one of my favorite Jake reactions. The guy was explaining to us there's all these frogs in the pool.
Yeah.
Like tons of frogs in my pool. Like you would go swimming and there'd be like 10 frogs jumping
So
in,
many
jumping
frogs.
out. Honestly, you were in a frog pond. Like you were the minority in my pool the first summer it got built. And the guy said, well, when we dug and we got rid of all the land
Really nice pool. Like, you didn't want to say something, but there's fucking frogs everywhere.
Everywhere, dude. It was crazy. I didn't like being in there. And it got fixed. The guy explained to Jake and I that because they tore down all the trees and the land, they cleared out all the snakes, so the frogs didn't have any snakes killing them.
Nature.
And the frogs were overpopulated. And Jake just said, what's happening in this backyard?
Yeah.
It's like 10 feet away from my house. And you're telling me that snakes are killing frogs
I'm
at
trying
such
to
an alarming
relax out
rate?
here.
Like we just got a snake frog war going on outside my living room.
Bro, I'm trying to relax by the pools.
My favorite reactions from Jake, like, what's going on out there?
It's heavy.
And now I find out that cats are killing 2.4 billion birds a year. Fuck. All right, you want to do anything else? Guess the
We
lineup.
normally guess the lineup. Monty versus Dane Dunning. Dane Dunning's a righty. I guess, man,
Run it back.
if I'm trying, no voider. I'm trying to. The Yankees have been really good at night games. They're 62-34 at night.
They try.
Let's just play night games the rest of the way.
Do we? We may.
I don't think. What's a 4 p.m.er count? Because they have one 4 p.m.er versus Boston.
I don't know what they count that as.
I would guess that counts as a day game.
You'd think that counts as a day game.
It would have to.
7, 7, 7, 4, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 1, 3. To
Last
end the
two
year.
games of the year, 1 and 3.
If they lose those last 2 games of the year because they're day games, that's so funny.
It's incredible.
Day games. Oh, the one time you'd want it in the Trop, they could trick themselves into being nighttime.
The daytime of the night. No, if that
No, you wouldn't.
if
want
that
it
last series was at the Trop, we would not be recording podcasts. We would be doing off-season pods. But okay, thanks to Sharp Stats.
Do you think they've had more games go 4 hours or longer, or under 2 hours, under 3 hours this season?
I would guess over 3 hours.
No, over 4 or
Oh.
under 3.
I'd say over 4.
More over 4 than under 3?
Played a lot of long ball games this year.
It's really wrong.
Damn.
Tough way for you to end the episode.
What are the numbers?
I have to count a lot. There's a lot of 2-hour games.
God.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, you can't count double headers, though. You can't count 7 games.
I won't count double headers then.
Because that's
You talk for a little.
illegal.
Or like the doubleheader days count as one.
I'm trying to find the expanded
No, I'm just not going to
standings.
count
Yeah,
them.
I'd rather just not count them.
Dude, how hilarious is it? MLB expanded standings. They show day-night record. That shouldn't be important. It's baseball. But for some reason, it truly is. Do the Yankees have the best night record in baseball? It's better than Tampa's. It's better than Boston's.
35 under 3.
Not including doubleheaders.
doubleheaders. 35.
That's pretty surprising.
Yeah, over 3 hours, over 4 hours.
Over
1,
4.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 35 to 8.
Really?
don't
Only
feel
8
long.
over 4 hours?
Just feel long.
Yes, we've had a lot of.
They had
just
one that was
under
3 hours and
4.
58 minutes. It was a night game.
Probably been a lot of like 340s.
So what are you looking for?
I think the Yankees have the best night record in baseball.
Does the baseball?
I think the Dodgers have them. The Yankees are the best night team in the American League. So that's huge.
That'll be huge once they're in the playoffs.
Yes.
They'll be there.
Maybe that's all the conditioning. That's why they're doing it.
What is that?
They just, I mean, for a while, they just put out better lineups. I mean, they just have the mentality.
I mean,
probably.
I do think historically, like teams rest someone every most day games, but the Yankees obviously take it to an extreme.
The Yankees are 42 and 27 against bad teams, and 42 and 40 against good teams. Wow. Is that real?
What?
They're bad against good teams. They're 42
Over
and 40.
500, right?
Yeah, it's the second.
That's kind of the watermark for any team over 500.
Well, of all the playoff teams, they're not great. The White Sox have a losing record against teams over 500. Welcome to the AL Central. We beat our own, but not you. The Rays are just the Rays. Look at their all right. The Rays are frustrating. They're 49 and 20 against bad teams.
Yeah.
They just get so
The
fat.
Orioles.
They just get so fat. We need to get fat. You want to be fat?
You got to give.
Feel free to correct me, but I think the Rays, the only like good teams they've really taken care of are in the division as well. I think like they're outside of the AL East record
Is that
is
true?
comparatively pedestrian.
I mean, that's probably their strategy. Be really good in your division, and you'll win it.
18 and 1 against Baltimore. 11 and 8 against Boston. 6 and 1 against Cleveland. So they got some big wins there.
Yeah.
Losing season record to Detroit. Losing season record to Houston. 6 and 1 against Anaheim. 3 and 3 versus Minnesota. 9 and 7 versus the Yankees.
They could have flipped that in the second half, but I think there was a point sometime in July where it was like Orioles again. Or there's some nerd article I read that Rays and Yankees had like the same record against not the AL East.
Dude, it looks like the Rays do what the Yankees want to do, actually. But the Yankees just haven't been able to do it. One, they beat
Yankees
bad
wanna beat
teams,
the Rays very
but
badly.
they have handled the division. Like, they have a winning record against everyone in the division. Because tiebreakers and stuff, come down to that. Seattle's won 6 of the 7 games against Tampa. All right, so you think Voigt's in the lineup today or no? Hearn lefty tomorrow? So Voigt will be in there tomorrow?
I would
Probably.
assume he's definitely there tomorrow.
I think they're going to run back the same lineup as tomorrow because it's an easy, well, it worked yesterday. Let's run it back.
We're hot. Luke Voigt should be playing, though.
I'm hot. You're not.
Same lineup.
Yeah, I'm guessing same lineup.
Guardy hasn't gotten a hit in his last 3 games, so maybe they go to Voigt. But I think he's like penned in tomorrow. So
Did you watch that Joey Gallo interview when he was in Texas? And then Michael K afterwards, like, he sounded different, and he did. Yeah. Like his voice and cadence. I was so weirded out when they started playing the audio. I was like, that's a different guy.
Joey's been in it since he's come over. Maybe the Yankees are like brainwashing guys. Like that Zoolander scene.
Dude, I think that in 2009 when they brought CC and Burnett in and Swisher in, and we know this now from books about it, and you know, people are more open about the theories 10, 20 years after or whatever it is. It's like Hoke's book all about the 09 team. They talk about, we needed to change the clubhouse. Like, we needed like cohesive guys and fun guys that were going to like bond. And they went out and they got CC and they got Burnett and Swisher. And obviously they were skill sets, but there was a lot of like
going on there.
Personalities in the clubhouse. And CC talks like they wanted him to do that. I think that Cashman's going to have the same decision making. When they tried to do the next big thing, they got McCann, Ellsbury, and Beltran, and that was like you just got like that's not that's a weird clubhouse culture, not good or bad, but Ellsbury is nothing, but like McCann and whatever.
At least Ellsbury and McCann, just locker room personality, as I imagine in my head, probably rather bland.
But I mean, I think CC, and then not 2019 Didi, but 2018 Didi, Toe. Like, I think even Starlin was more fun. I think there's going to be emphasis this offseason on getting some personalities because the Yankees just got nothing going on.
Yeah. I'm looking at the upcoming free agent class to see who's
sticks out.
It's a couple. Buster Posey. It's like a captain.
I think to a degree thought Cole would be a little bit of that. And he like is, it's different.
Well, the pitching's been great. I think Cole's done a good job. I mean, I think he brings in.
I don't think of him and think personality guy, but he's obviously very much a leader in
he's always
talking to them.
Yeah. No, I think he fits
he's not
the bill.
like fun.
Yeah.
I have no idea what he's like personally.
I'm interested in that.
You don't think
Go
of him the same way?
Yanks.
Go Yanks. We'll see you later on the pregame show. If you tune into those on the YouTube machine and the podcast, it's got a separate podcast app, same exact YouTube channel. We appreciate you more and more every day. Jake loves you. Go Yanks. Tell him Grams.
Go Yankees.